What is going on, guys? Hello and welcome to another exciting broadcast in which you are going to see two amazing teams and two veteran teams who are going to be coming in and fighting today and duking it out to move higher up on the ranks in the Onward League. Now, guys, it's looking good. We've had some amazing matches today that have had some absolutely just intense plays. From literally the 4th season to the 5th season, we've seen a higher level come together in this league as a whole, and we've seen a lot of players who might be new to the league, but they're still stepping up and playing and doing absolutely well, even against these more veteran players. Now, for the match today, we are going to be going against two more veteran teams. They've been here for a while, they've been here for a couple of seasons, and now you get to see them go head to head, and it is going to be an absolutely beautiful fight. Now, we have seen earlier this week Danglers going against the Mob Squad, and they absolutely blew everyone's minds away with the unity, the teamwork, and all the plays together to basically get a good job done. So what that means is now that they are going against Phoenix, and Phoenix has always been, you know, a pretty good team. That music, nope, let's not go with that music. Hey, oh well, that's what we get for just running around randomly. But anyway, point is, we have some really good teams right here that are putting together some hard work. They've been practicing a lot, and now you get to see them fight together against other veteran teams who have put in almost just as much work, if not more, if not less. Whatever. Point is, though, I'm getting extremely excited for what's going on. Now, so far, Danglers are undefeated, and they've done a couple of roster changes over between Season 4 and 5, and it's seeming like it's doing a lot of really good things for them. So, what will we see happen today? Well, I mean, we did see them just now, like we're seeing right here on Cargo. Them absolutely just playing extremely well on the close end. We've seen Danglers have really good on the wide range maps. They've done a really good, and you've seen them do this a lot, where they mainly split into a 3-2 split. So with that, we are going to be taking a look over at the roster list. Now, it is going to change here pretty quick, mainly due to the fact that we just had a couple of rounds finished. So, it's on my second screen, so I'm going to be looking away from you, but it's nothing against you guys. I still love you all. But point is, guys, what we got going on is, so far, it's been actually a pretty intense season. G-Men currently are in first. And I'm going to move that. G-Men are in first currently. Stone Cold Killers are in second now. Stone Cold Killers have had a couple of really good rounds that they've got going on. And so far, it looks like most teams have done pretty good. We've had a couple of teams falling out this week, though, and that's always sad and disappointing to see. But let's take a look at the Phoenix roster since we haven't yet. We've had a couple of people who have returned most recently, and it's pretty awesome to see. Bluga is back and on the team again. That's always a fun thing to see. Lobby's up also. So what that means is we are going to be stepping in. Now, I will be back in a moment, guys. Stay tuned. It is going to be a good one. Give me just 30 seconds. Give or take 20 minutes.
Looking to get into competitive virtual reality gaming? Register and compete for free at VRMasterLeague.com. Join hundreds of community members in the official Discord, where you can find a team, discuss a game, and more. Every week, teams from across the globe play for the chance to participate in the end-of-season championship tournament for prizes from league sponsors, ProTube VR, and VR Cover. Think you got what it takes? Join VR Master League and find out.
Sickness getting dangerously close to objective, though. He is going for the plant.
Operator taking shots. They know he's back by the objective room.
Kibo's has no idea if Beasley managed to get past him. This is going to be a 3v3 for beginners.
But this is catastrophic for Raphael, right?
Soul defender now to the map.
God, look at this.
Kills on him.
He did it! I didn't even see it!
He's getting greedy. Is he going to get it? He gets it. He gets the knife.
A grenade returning for Sir Al, and Sir Al is down.
That's how you throw a grenade.
You hear someone here?
He hears Scooby. He hears Scooby. He got Scooby. Another one coming.
This one,
Operator.
gets
He
two.
got operator.
Oh!
That was too close.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, we're back. And in greater numbers. We're like the Sand People in Star Wars, but let's not talk about that. Point is, guys, we are moving over into the Onward League. We just got to get a couple of things working real quick. Hey, sorry, you can't ditch me just yet. Point is, guys, though, we need to get rid of... Oh, my gosh, that's why it's not working. That's all it is. Okay. Anyway, guys, we are loading in currently with some beautiful gameplay that we are getting prepared for. Boom, there we go. Anyway, guys, with that being said, I'm out here. You don't want to stare at me. I get it. Alright, guys. And with that being said, it looks like the entire team of the Danglers have indeed loaded in. Boop. And on the other side, so here we go. Now, looks like they also have a reservist in right now, Kento Ray Fuan. Oh, wait, why am I still here? I'm not supposed to be here. Okay. Anyway, point is, guys, here we go. They got a couple of new people, it looks like. Bluga is almost... He's been in a couple of games so far, and he is, again, like I said, returning. He did have to take a step away for school and all that stuff, but he is back in the league, and it's going to be a good thing to have him back. He was actually a pretty threatening force back in the day, so it's really cool to see him back. It looks like also the banned maps have been listed, and everything's good to go, and the first map will be Bazaar, if you can't tell by the map. So... what's that mean for you guys? Well, that means we are going to be seeing some pretty epic plays. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how Phoenix is able to do with Kento. Kento, at the same time, though, he has had a lot of experience in the league. He's had about 800 hours in the league. So, he is a reservist and a freaking good one. So, it's going well. Now, Malcriado, he's a veteran on this team and has been a very good pickup. He's had some amazing plays come out of him, and he is a sharpshooter and very good at reading the map. Gibbs is the captain and leader of the team, and he has led this team through multiple seasons, and it's been going well. Smithy he decided to jump over from the EuroLeague over into the American League, and I mean, it is freaking early in the morning for him right now, but he is still here, ready to go, excited and pumped. And we're gonna see what happens, basically. What's he gonna do? He's been always a really good player. He's also one of the people who have put up the Onward Facebook page. If you haven't been able to check that out, I would highly recommend checking it out because it is absolutely amazing, and they have all the updates for you on there. Also, we have a YouTube channel that all the matches for the past couple of seasons, for at least the past 2 seasons, have been uploaded after they've been casted, which is really cool to see. So with that, that is Phoenix. On the other side with Danglers, we have... oh, wow, they don't have either of the captains in there right now. Usually the captains on Danglers is either Luider. I can't say his name. I always just call him Lou because it's easier to say. And Expediter. Sorry. Had to spell out his name for a second in my head. Point is, though, guys, what we are doing is going through and seeing what they're going to do. Everyone's in the room. Everyone's ready. Losing trains of thought, which is hard. How do you lose a train? But I seem to do that a lot. And with that being said, guys, let's see what's going to happen. So, Bazaar is a very, very interesting map. The biggest reason why Bazaar is probably one of the more interesting maps is due to the fact that there are a lot of places to hide for one, and a lot of the places that you can hide have the potential of being able to be shot through. What I mean is if you look over here in the Bazaar that we just did a flyover, a lot of these areas right here are made of wood. And unfortunately, bullets don't get stopped with wood. So you can shoot through it, but they do make for some very good hiding spots. And with that being said, this map is so big. But at the same time, guys, you do know, or hopefully you know, that we do have a new map that is coming its way momentarily. It is Abandoned, which is made to be the biggest map in Onward history. Now, that's going to be absolutely amazing. Bigger than Downfall. You thought Downfall was big. Oh, just you wait, because it's going to get bigger. And that's going to be fun. It is more of a foresty, abandoned area. Whoa. So, that's going to be actually really cool to see. A lot of shrubbery around. And, yeah. Get pumped for that, guys. We are in for a treat on the Onward community. Also, in case you were wondering, guys, a lot of these teams are playing for the opportunity to make the top 4. Whoever makes the top 4 will be going to the ESL tournament over at the Oculus. There's an event in California in mid-September, so that is something to look forward to. Just the Onward community continues to grow. If you haven't had an opportunity to jump in, I highly recommend that you jump in now. It has been no better time than now to join. Let's see what Danglers have to say. Oh gosh. So there are multiple strats that you can talk about. One of the strats sometimes might be what emergencies you might run into while in a league match, and Stumpy Nub apparently has a little bit of a nub of his own that he needs to take care of. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about where everyone is at. Right now, this is currently where people seem to be going at. There's some cover fire. They spotted someone in Mini Bazaar and managed to nick him. So, but Stumpy Nub is currently trying to move in through. He's got a little bit of work cut out for him. There's a couple of people. There's one person who is hiding around there, and he's going to have to play a little hide-and-go-seek there. Stumpy Nub, though, is very good with his timing, very good with reading the field, and is easily, and I will say, probably one of the fastest cappers in the league. That guy, he has extremely, extremely good map knowledge and is able to move through the map quicker than I've almost seen anyone. And that's going up there with Pants on Globochem. I would almost put him on that level with his ability to move and cap. Disagree with me all you want. It's how I feel. I've watched gameplay from both of them a ton. Now, I really like what Stumpy did there. One thing that Stumpy did that was very crucial was that he, one, got the kill. I mean, that's a big part. But two, he was able to call out that he got the kill to the rest of his team, so his team now knows that there's only 4 left. On top of that, though, he also said where the kill happened at. When you say where the kill happened at, you were able to communicate to the rest of the team, hey, we know that this area has the possibility of being cleared. There's not as many roadblocks as we previously thought. There might be less of a threat. There is a chance that there still might be another person hiding there, but overall, there is a small chance that there's less of a threat. Gibbs almost get taken out by Stumpy Nub also. Anyway, guys, food for thought. Thought you might find that interesting. And that is a big thing to get into the habit of doing when you are a part of the league, is you need to call out where the kill is. A lot of people just call out that they got one down. Trying to pass mag, did not work. This team is probably one of the teams that have the most fun in the league, that's for sure. That's another thing that I really like that Phoenix is doing right now. They're calling out where they hear shots to at least give their guys an idea. Gibbs has got to be careful, though. Stumpy did get taken out, and now so did Gibbs. They got to be careful, though. There's room running up the alleyway. He's going to have to run into Kento. Kento seems to have heard him and takes him out. It's a trade, though. Oh, that's so sad. Uh-oh, Stumpy Nub, though, is revived, and he's running in for the cap. He's going to be able to get it. Malcriado has no idea that he's there. Danglers ended up winning the first objective by planting the uplink. Malchiato got the final word on that, but Danglers making a huge statement, coming in all of a sudden with a cap. Wow. Does not get better than that, folks. Seriously. That was pretty good. That was, again, like I said, Stumpy's one of the fastest, if not the fastest, cappers I've ever seen. And with that comes the ability to move in and just, he has the code memorized and he just types it in. Just boom, done, got it. And again, a very even spread on kills with his team. I really like seeing that. It's no one man carrying, it's all of them, you know, taking turns, getting everything done. Now, here's one thing I like also, guys. Rivalman. One thing I really like about him is how skilled he is with an LMG. Now, Rivalman was picked up in the league with just having 60 hours of play. And with that being said, with those 60 hours of play, what that happened and did for him was they were able to like see that he had the talent needed, and they made him help work well with the team and build them up with a team. And the big thing about that is a lot of this, yes, don't get me wrong, it does take skill, but one of the biggest things that separate the good teams from the great teams is the communication and the teamwork that you have as a team. And that's just generally how it tends to go. So that's just something for y'all to keep in mind as you are going against other teams, and if that might be something that you are maybe struggling with, that might be something to work on. But communication, biggest thing. Ugh. Holy crap, what happened? Biggest thing for a team to work on. Not going to mess with that. So now it's Phoenix's turn to attack the same objective. It's going to be very interesting to see how they respond. This is going to be a difficult one to respond to. You do not want to start the first round 2 points down. We have seen that happen a couple of times today so far. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. We saw that earlier today in Globokim. Globokim went against, who was it? Stone Cold Killers, and that just literally finished 30 minutes ago. Highly recommend watching that because that was just a beautiful gameplay all around. Danglers play well, but so do Stone Cold Killers, and a lot of really good teams getting better. But it started out with Globokim getting 2 caps in the first 2 attacking rounds. They went and attacked and got the objective, then they defended, and then they attacked again and planted again. But that didn't get them down on Stone Cold Killer side, and they ended up still doing really good and almost beating them on Suburbia and as well as on Bazaar. Just really good gameplay footage from them. Now, one thing that's very interesting also is seeing kind of where they are running to. We had one that just ran all the way through into the Bazaar. That's going to cause a little bit of problem in the long run. This is the positions in which they are all hiding at now. It's always very interesting to see what a team does defensively. And I really like where they're hiding over here. He's watching this angle while his teammate's watching this area. And now, there's a couple of areas that aren't very well covered that you need to watch out for. And they're doing a very good job at stopping someone from crossing here and getting up this alleyway, but also watching the mini bazaar so they don't come running through and trying to get a cap. Very well played there. This is probably going to be a little bit slower gameplay from Phoenix. They're going to take their time. They're going to watch their corners, and they're going to be trying to get a good idea of where people are at. And most of them are crawling. Smithy right now, he might be able to peek and see who is across in the building all the way. And let's hope one of his teammates happens not to get a team kill with that. Some fire happening over in the bazaar. Whoops. Come on. So far, though, everyone is up. No one has been killed yet, but now Phoenix has lost one. Malcriado is down. Peeked the corner and ended up getting taken out. Stumping up, though, he is getting a good idea right now of where someone is at on the north wall. He'll be able to get a peek and gets the kill. More shots fired, Stumping up confirming 2. It's a big move now. Phoenix only has 2 left. Some smokes are out. They're going to be crossing right now. Smokes are very vital in this tournament or in this format when you are playing competitively. If not for distraction, for cover. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that, game volume dead. Smithy being the last man standing. He's got a little bit of work to do. He's able to hear one. Oh, he barely missed one. He took one out, but that's giving away his position. If he's not careful, the guy on the second story is going to be taking him out. Which is what happened. So far, Danglers have done a very good job in their gameplay. What they've ended up doing is 3 of them have died. 2 of them are still undefeated. Stumping Up did end up getting killed, but that was before, you know, I mean, he managed to snag another 2 kills that round. Just a beautiful, beautiful play right there. Phoenix is struggling a little. They're having a little bit of a hard time right now, but we'll see what if they are able to turn that around. You want to at least get a point. If you at least can get a point, that can make it a little bit easier in the long run. Points are fairly crucial right now. It helps to get those points because it helps get up your MMR and not take as much of a hit if you happen to lose. So points play a very big factor here, and that is something to keep in mind. But so far, I've really enjoyed the gameplay again of Danglers. This is definitely a team to watch out for and definitely a team to study. So we're just going to have to wait and see what they're doing. Now, of course, Phoenix right now feeling the score of being 3-0. I mean, we can just only imagine that Phoenix right now is going to just be waiting and planning out a strategy so that they can make sure that this objective is properly guarded and protected, because it is one of the harder objectives to take. It is Humvee. Blue Humvee is generally what I call it, objective. Now, the tough part about this one is that you are able to come in from all angles. This is a completely open objective to where you can come in from north, south, east, and west. And there are so many places, only so many places, that people can hide at. So you got to be very careful about how you go about doing that and taking out the opponent. Oh man, it's going to be very interesting to see what Phoenix can do to try to get a couple of points and possibly make a comeback here from Danglers. Now, is that possible? Yes. There's been a number of times where we have seen Phoenix, or well, not just Phoenix, we've seen multiple teams that have been able to come back from behind at a 3-0 deficit and tie it up 3-3 and then go in and end up beating the team that was up originally 3. So don't count them out just yet. We are in the process of just waiting for them to get started. Here we go. Now, the spawn, where they spawn, will say a lot about where they are going. And I actually predicted it correctly. Calculated. 50-50 chance.
only this big.
Alright, so it looks like they are going for the cap. And with that being said, the movement Nintendo is going into the Bazaar. I really like that play right there. You got to be a little bit careful mid. There's a couple of people who generally want to hide about right there. You can generally assume that there is going to be someone in this area right here because they do not want someone to flank around. And so you got to be mindful of that. We also have seen a couple of people run through over here and try to run in right there. So a lot of places to be mindful of when attacking for Danglers. Especially since two of them seem to be wanting to go that way. Nintendo moving ever so carefully. He understands the pressure that is had by his team. A couple of shots are fired. No kills have yet to be confirmed. Rivalmen seem to have taken a hit. Their positions have officially been called out. Rivalman returning fire. It is more of a blind fire. You have a hard time of being able to see in there. And that is a very well-positioned smoke right there also. It blocks them from being able to see people coming at the cross. He's got to be very careful, though, with Beluga right now. And it looks like, oh no, one of them have happened to drop on the Phoenix side. That's something we haven't seen in a while, which has been great. You don't want to be playing down a person, but unfortunately that seems to be what happened here. Meanwhile, also, they are getting dangerously close to objective. That's something to be watching. And it looks like Kento has a good idea that there is someone there. Stumpy Nub and Sleepy, both the cappers, are getting dangerously close to objective. Kento has to be very careful. Stumpy Nub, if he peeks around that corner, he can see through the window. You can't shoot through the window, but you can see through the window. Stumpy Nub now running in onto objective. Smithy is coming in. Being held back. He's taken out. They don't have any idea that Stumpy Nub is there, though. He's still going for the objective, and he plants it! Winning against Phoenix that first round. 5-2-0. Holy moly. Wow. Unfortunate that they did lose one right there. That didn't help the situation. Beluga was the last one there. And there we go, guys. That's the first one. Danglers taking it. 5-0. So, oh man, that can really hurt Phoenix right there. Let's hope that they are able to bounce back. They should be able to pick the next map though. They might get to talk about it.
Is this the map you wanted?
Yeah.
Sure.
Danglers gonna vote for privacy.
Alright, an interesting map choice by Phoenix, but I'm liking it. And let me see, can I spell Phoenix right? Yeah, that looks right. Okay, cool. I'm always worried. I even lived in Phoenix, Arizona, and I still have a fear of spelling Phoenix wrong. That's my own fault, though. But, holy moly, Danglers come out, guns a-blazing. Whew. Just absolutely beautiful, beautiful gameplay so far. I've been absolutely impressed. With that being said, guys, I mean, Danglers have played extremely well, and I mean, who can blame them? If we go and take a look at the Danglers match so far, 1-0, and soon to be 2-0, from the looks of it, being 5-0, let's not count Phoenix out just yet, and I'm sorry for doing that, but, wow, 5-0, it still blows my mind. They got both caps. Just extremely, extremely solid on Bazaar, and that was their map choice. So that's very interesting. But I mean, Danglers are looking extremely good right now. 13-4 against Mob Squad, a very veteran team, also the number 2 team of last season. So just looking really good. And again, on that was on Bazaar, Quarantine 1, and Cargo. And on Bazaar, that was 4-0 again. So, I mean, that's twice now. 2 times in the season where they have stopped a team from being able to score on Bazaar. So that's very interesting. Now, at the same time, if we go ahead and take a look at the last season, now, of course, this is not the same team by far. They've still done an amazing job in the league. With that being said, they have been able to go, I mean, heck, 13-6 against Global Kim, 15-3, 6-14 against Boss Fight, and, I mean, they've just done an amazing job. Phoenix has always been kind of a mid-range team on the seasons, and it'll be interesting to see how they end up doing this season. I mean, right now most teams are unranked because you need 2 games to be able to get ranked into the season. So with that being said, Phoenix's last season went decently well. They ended up going all right. So, I mean, again, they lost to Mob Squad 15-3, but that team was one to reckon with. They beat Animal House. Yeah, let's not talk about that. And then they went against Legionnaires. It was a very close one. They beat Stone Cold Killers. I mean, just all in all, they're a decent team, and you don't want to count them out, and you shouldn't. Don't know why you would, but that is one thing to keep in mind as you continue to go against Phoenix and Danglers, and something to keep in mind as we carry on into the season of what we have a better idea of expecting, and to carry on with that. So next week we do get to find out who is going against who. We will find out on Monday, and it looks like we are going to Subway. That's why it's taking a while. I was wondering. We'll be right back. Locked out. See. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Join as observer. Perfect. And okay. And thanks. Perfect. And with that being said, guys, here we go. We are back. Got to get a couple of things set up real quick. Now, very interesting pick. Now, the biggest thing as why Phoenix might pick this, and my mindset for that is one thing that they might want to be doing is they know this is a very Volk-sided map. And so their mindset might be to go for as many points as possible and try to get that north spawn objective so that they can be able to break through and get a plant and take it. This is very difficult, a very, very difficult map to win on as Marsoc. And here we go. Let's see what Phoenix has to say. So one thing you guys okay. One thing to note is you are able to pass out mags. There are a couple of drum mags that are compatible with your gun, and you are able to hand that out to the rest of your team. A kind of cool add-on that from this most recent update. Covering fire so that people don't flank around. It'll be interesting to see what Beluga does. He's trying to get a peek. Kent is running in, but Executioner is ready and waiting with a response. He's put his shield down. Now you can put your shield down, and it's able to stand up on its own, which is kind of cool. Oh, and a beautiful shot by Beluga, taking out Executioner, and just an absolutely beautiful headshot. They got to be very careful when coming around the corner now, though. They are going to be having to face Riboman. But, I mean, heck, 5 smokes going out right then and there, but not in the exact correct position. Beluga taken out. Stumping Up also rotating around to get into that position. Stumping Up rushing up. There's a little bit of lag that will happen because of this. A nade out, taking out Kento, and then a friendly team kill? Riboman seemed to have gotten a little trigger happy and almost taken out Stumping Up, but Stumpy is still alive. So with 3 confirmed, that means that odds are the other 2 have gone that way. Riboman immediately starts opening fire through the smoke, taking one out just like that. And now we're down to just 1 left. Smithy. Smithy blind firing. And taken out. We did happen to lose 1. I am unsure. Or no, and that wasn't from any shots from Smithy. But Beluga did happen to get that beautiful shot of Executioner. Unfortunately, they were really good at rotating around, and with that, managed to get some good kills. We go. Now it'll be Volk's turn. It'll be Phoenix's turn to be on Volk. They are going to be defending the same exact objective, and so that's something to be mindful of right there. It's the same objective regardless of what side you are on. And so with that being said, you have to be very careful about that. Because if they happen, last season, if you happen to get the north objective, which is this objective right here, you had to be very careful because that was like your one chance. And if you were able to get the cap, that would be absolutely amazing. You'd be able to get 2 points for your team. And on top of that, it would be completely random for the opposing team to get that same objective. Now, though, you have to be very careful on the defense when it is that north objective, as well as on the attack, because if you happen to get it once, the other team will have a chance to play that same exact objective. And also, please be mindful, guys, we're still missing that cat, the tabby cat. He only has 3 legs. There's been a lot of violence going around in this subway, in this New York subway, and we've been looking for this cat for, what, about 2 years now. If you have a chance to be able to find it, please let us know. Contact one of the devs or the mods. Contact one of the mods. Don't contact the devs. They have enough on their plate. But if you happen to find this cat, we are keeping an eye out, guys. And also, remember that this match is also sponsored by Cucumber Juice. Okay? North London Killer has come out with his own drink, and that is Cucumber Juice. Grab one now for a nice, thirst-quenching drink. Yep, that's Cucumber Juice. Stop the game, bruv. And with that, here we go, guys. Danglers are currently up 1-0, and total on the map, though, 6-0 right now. They've completely stopped Phoenix. Will this possibly be the chance for Phoenix to get 1 point, though? That's something to keep in mind, as we will see that they are going to have to be attacking the same objective. And when we saw them attack the first objective, they were immediately shut down because this is such a hard line to break through. They're doing the best to get into position. They're a little bit behind. They're covering firing to make sure that they don't push so that their guys can get into position in time. They're going to have to be very careful. Now, I'm very surprised, actually, by Stumpy Nub deciding to take a shield, especially with how well he is with the gun. Extremely sharp shot. So to see him actually change his game style.
One enemy nade down.
Again, this is just an absolute wall that you have to try to break through. And it is such a big wall to have to break through. Executioner and Rivalman also have their work cut out for them right now. I mean, of course, at the same time, you have 6 minutes to try to get to the objective. Stumpy Nub is placing down his shield. Almost gets picked off. Smokes are now coming out. It'll be very interesting to see exactly what Bluga's able to see. That'll be a very hard one to see. Stumpy Nub might be able to sneak around and get through to the yellow room hallway. Bluga getting out of position, though. Shots all coming in. Sleepy and Stumpy managing to get a little bit of progress made. One was taken out on Phoenix over in the north hallway. You got to be very careful when firing at the guy with the shield, though. Your other people will be able to know right where you're at. Nade out. Not enough for Stumpy. You had enough cover not to be taken out. Still, only one Danglers lost. Sleepy gave his gun to Stumpy. Their smokes are out as well. You got to be very careful about that. Oh man, we're coming down to the 3-minute mark and not a lot of progress has been made, but they've downed one on the north hallway and the other one is dead. One was taken out. Looks like that might have been the shield from Bluga. Ooh, a slight trade, but Smithy managed to get a shot, but not the kill. This is a very difficult part to be in. Sleepy's trying to get the kill. Now, he's trying to sneak up, and you can dip your shield down and try to shoot. Oh, crap. He's going to be taken out by... Yep. You got to be careful of that. And Kento gets the finishing blow. Oh, he managed to run through. Nintendo making some amazing progress all of a sudden. He'll be able to see Smithy if he's able to peek up just at the right time. He's got to be careful, though. He's got a little bit of trouble from Kento as well. Hopefully Smithy's able to communicate to his team where Nintendo is now. Nintendo now knows where both of them are. He'll be able to see through, hopefully. Oh, and taken out. Phoenix gets their first point. And it is now 1-1 on Subway. Hasn't been half bad. So, now let's see what the next objective is. Oh my gosh, and now this is going to get fun, baby. Woo! This is where life gets good. It is the North objective. Now, the reason why, like I said, we've already loved this objective is because we get to see what kind of attack you're able to get on this objective. Now, sorry, ice. Now, because they spawn all the way back here, timing is absolutely crucial. And the reason why timing is absolutely crucial is because when the defending team is going to defend, they have to run all the way over to here and get into position before the Phoenix team will come running down the stairs and trying to get into that hallway. That's the dangerous part, because Phoenix can get down the stairs and try to get into this hallway before Danglers will have a good enough eye to be able to watch on the angle. So that is some things to keep in mind. But expect some fireworks here. It'll be very interesting to see what Phoenix tries to do to get the cap on this. If they do happen to get the cap, that'll be absolutely crucial. You do want to win at least one round on Marsoc. If you do happen to win one round on Marsoc, then you have a good chance of taking the map. So this might be Phoenix's chance to try to take the map right here. And how they play this will say whether or not they happen to win this map and possibly the game. So, now everyone seems to be readied up. It looks like we are going to be starting the round. Here we go! Almost! It was a false alarm. Alright. With that being said, so far, Stumpy Nub, Riboman are the only ones who have really gotten kills. Sleepy managed to get one. But on the other end, Bluga, Gibbs, Kento, and Smithy have all managed to get kills. So, it really just depends on where they come from and where you're defending on whether or not you get the kills. It's such a hard map to try to break through, and I have a lot of respect for people who are able to do that successfully. Who's ever able to break through, I'm impressed with. Now, let's see what Phoenix does.
Yeah, I have two mags too. Here, you want them?
Yeah, I'll take them.
Come and get them.
What? Move.
Want that? Tom?
No, thank you. Hey, guys to the south, I'd wait for that LMG to start going off before you push in.
Okay, it looks like only one's going to be going around, and it's going to be Beluga soloing this lane. All of Danglers are already going down to the north objective. Now you see on the map that they are starting to split. See, he managed to make it into the yellow room and now is on the tracks. Sleepy blind firing around the corner. There goes a nade. Phoenix has 2 down so far, 1 able to be revived. Executioner might be peeking around the corner. This is a very tough wall. I'm surprised no nades have gone out just yet either. Usually nades are left and right. One of the Phoenix did manage to take out one of the Danglers over on the south stair. There's a nade. Insta-kill right there, too. Another one taken out. Malcriado, though, did not get seen, but taken out by a nade. Again, another nade to finish off the kill. Danglers defending this position very well. A high nade. Bottom of the stairs, though. Not going to get anyone. Oh, and one more taken out. It was a trade, though. It's going to be up to Gibbs. He is just attempting to sneak up. Another frag. Oh, and it barely misses Gibbs. That's about as close as you want to get to a nade. Sempy possibly going for a peek. Oh, and narrowly missing Gibbs. They still have a ton of time left. Gibbs under pressure. Ooh, grab that shield and move up. That's what I would do. He has a free shield to grab. I'm surprised he hasn't grabbed it already. I didn't realize that. Uh-oh, and he's got to be careful when He's got to be careful with the click. Why didn't he grab that shield? That would have been such a crucial moment to be able to just sneak in. Even holding it on your back so you can grip your gun with both hands and then walking in backwards. You would be able to, it would be a little bit unorthodox there, but I mean, you would be able to get close enough to the objective and try to get it planted. So, or even if you did hold it to your front, you'd be able to see when they peek, and then you'd be able to shoot at them, kind of like what Sleepy and Stumpy Nub did. Still, now Danglers are up 2-1 now. And now they have a chance to be able to attack on the same exact objective. Now, this will be very curious as to how Danglers will be able to attack this. If they happen to get the cap, and that is very possible, then they will have won the round and have shut down Phoenix on the map that they have picked 4-1. And that'll move Danglers up to 9-1. Because they got 5 points on the first map, which was Bazaar. They planted it twice. Still blown away by that. Great job, guys. Phoenix does have their work cut out for them also. They are playing with a reservist. So a little bit tougher with Kinto. But Kinto is also a very experienced player. So do not let that cut him short. He is still a very good player, and he still knows what he is doing. He just hasn't played with Phoenix before in this kind of capacity. But I mean, I think he said he's been in this game since month 2. So I mean, he's been in this game for a very long time, and he's done a absolutely good job. So now it'll be Phoenix's turn. They need to shut down the Danglers on this map. They cannot get a cap on this. Cannot be stressed enough. But even though I cannot stress that enough, Phoenix right now must be feeling the stress and the pressure provided by the Danglers because they've already capped on them twice. And they are one of the quickest cappers that I've seen in this league. They have a couple of really, really fast cappers. Not just one. Usually there's like one really good capper per team.
But that's what I was planning on doing this time.
Whoop. Turn that down. So, guess we just gotta wait and see. But we don't have to wait for much longer. Here we go. Now, I'm gonna be very curious also to see if they happen to run the other way. What's Dangler's gonna plan?
Get an edge. Ammo. Give me 2 mags.
You want an extra nade? Here, you want an extra
I got an
extra nade?
No, I got him. I got it.
Yeah.
Does anyone want mine?
Let's get moving. Let's get moving. We don't want to fuck this time.
anyways.
No. We gotta go. Sleepy's gonna be the cap. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
That's interesting also that they've already selected a capper. Now they got 2 running in from the other side, so I'm actually a little bit more curious to watch that. We'll jump over real quick also once they get to the other end, but timing is everything here. They are going to be able to run in from the other side, get there, and hopefully take out a couple of people first. Here they go. Running around the corner. They know right side. They're already starting to fire. One of Phoenix is already taken out. One down from Danglers. Still able to get revived. The shield is down! But from behind they are firing. They're going to have to get onto objective real quick because Stumpy or them are going to be able to cap if they are not careful. Stumpy's able to possibly peek around the corner from his body also. Okay, Stumpy pulling out his tablet. Rivalmen trying to go for the cap. They're not stopping the cap. Danglers are going for it right now. And that is a fast cap. There we go again. And that is a big thing that I talk about with the timing, guys. One of the biggest things that you need to know when being a part of this league is understanding that timing. Where you can get to as a team and where, you know, how it's going to end up going. If you are not able to move very quickly, then what's going to happen when you move in and attack, you can find yourself at a little bit of a disadvantage. You need to understand that timing. And unfortunately, the only way to know that timing and to learn that timing is trial and error. And here we go. We are going to be transitioning over into the final map. So with that being said, guys, here we go. Danglers have won that one 4-0. So we are back on Quarantine 1, but holy moly.
Phoenix, what you gonna do?
That's been an absolute good round. Very, 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 very good round. So, whew. Phoenix is a team to not underestimate this season. I'm saying that right now. They've done exceptionally well all around both games that they've been able to play. So, we're just going to have to wait and see what they end up doing. And with that being said, guys, here we go. Last map, Quarantine. So, what you gonna do? Now, this again is Dangler's pick. And so it'll be very interesting to see how they manage to play this.
After the work he took to the storm. Get on your 2 feet, yell and back through the store. Hand in hand we kept to the shade. And I never knew this God would be so brave. And after the storm we took to the south. Now that you're here, you'll
here we go, guys. Sorry, I just took a real quick break with that. It's hard to talk to yourself for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, you know? So, but well, at the same time, luckily I did get my friend's permission. That is my friend's band. That's Lantern by Sea. And they just came out with 2 singles. So, you know, I thought, yeah, I like the song. Might as well play it. But we do have their permission, so. And I can prove that with written consent. So, it's kind of fun. With that being said, though, here we go, guys. It looks like the first objective is going to be the burning office objective. Now, that can be a very difficult objective just because it is in the middle of the map. And they're going to have to be a little bit careful with how they want to go about doing this. Now, of course, taking the roof is probably one of the biggest parts of winning this map. Now, they have one over on Phoenix at the green car. He managed to run all the way over. That's going to be a very hard spot to see. And the only way, unfortunately, to probably see is going to be running over there. Unfortunately. So, Stumpy and Nintendo. Oh, a good nade. Just a little bit long. Oh, and what's he doing? Why is he running out in the open? Oh, no. Why did he run away from the... out in the open? He was completely in cover. The car would have provided some very good cover for him. But no, he managed to just decide to run out. And now he's dead. Yeah, it's me. Okay, communicating on the roof. But so far, not a lot of people, not a lot of movement. They've already got 1 kill. They know they're up 1. They're just going to be moving nice and slow. Ooh, 1 down on the Dangler side. He's going from the dark offices, getting some shots off there. Trying to get the second shot, maybe. No, oh my gosh, that's a long shot. Great shot from Gibbs, FKA Leroy. Because he just got a beautiful shot. Unfortunately, unable to confirm. He's a little bit too low, it feels like. That was the Sickness messaging me to play, but he was messaging the wrong friend. Sickness never wants to play Onward with me. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, and they did manage to get the double tap on that. Wow. Not bad at all. So, Nintendo's now got a little bit of work cut out for him. They know where 1 is. Another one taken out on the Dangler's end. Still, 4 left. Now it is 3 against 4. Stumpy Nub's going to have to be careful as he comes around this corner. There are 2 people that he has to particularly watch out for. Nintendo confirming FKA Leroy. Ooh, some more knowledge given. Another one taken out, though. Now it's only Stumpy and Nintendo left. But they have a good idea of where one of the people of Phoenix are.
Watch the little hidey. No, come here. Watch that inside of the plane head on the right side. He's in that little hole. Okay.
Oh, careful, careful. Nade out. Stumpy Nub gets down, but not out. He's able to get the res. Nintendo and Stumpy make a really good team, though. They have very good team chemistry together. They now know where 2 of them are. 2 of the 3. Uh-oh. No. Don't tell me. We just lost another one. Another one drop. That's the second drop Phoenix has had. And he was in a very strategic position, and now Stumpy and Nintendo don't have to worry about that guy. But oh no, he came out from cover. Right next to objective, and it looks like everyone right now is experiencing lag, which makes a lot of sense. They have a minute 13. Snippy Nub is just going to start making a run for it, it looks like. Will Bluga be able to spot him in time, though? If not, Danglers are going to be able to go in and get another one. Oh, man, he's not exactly looking. If they're able to cross the street, they will be able to get that cap. And that'll be another cap on Phoenix. They're running out of time, though. 42 seconds left. It's going to be a very close one. Bluga's watching closely. Starts shooting. Something Nub manages to break the line. He's now in cover. He knows right where the last player is. He shoots him once. He's making it through the line, though. Maybe he's just trying to be distraction. They got it. No cap. Just death. But Danglers now move up 1-0 on the last map. So here we go. I mean, it's still 1-0 right now, so. And now they gotta wait to have one player loaded in. Now, if there's a bit too much of a gap, then they have a chance, Phoenix, to be able to use a timeout. Smithy's back in, though. No big deal. Or, no, whoever was the one that dropped is back in. And they will be able to fight. To the death. To the death. So, here we go. Now we just got to wait a little bit for them to be able to start the match. It'll be interesting to see what they kind of do with this kind of struggle that they have going on. That's a tough situation to be in, having someone drop like that. So I guess we just have to wait and see what's going to end up happening. But, man, Danglers have played extremely well. I mean, Phoenix almost had that takeout. And so, but unfortunately, they were unable to. So, let's hope that that Phoenix is able to get a couple more points going into the last round. 4 of them are readied up. We are waiting for them to come in and finish off the... Alright, we're still waiting for another one to join, unfortunately. It's a difficult situation to be a part of. Okay, so now we just have to wait. We got some Stone Cold Killers footage for you. That's something that you want to actually watch. So this is from the game earlier today, so that's something kind of cool to check out. Nightfire has been able to cast this, so we'll turn that up for you guys and let you be able to watch that while we wait.
Beyond Infinity didn't see the rotation from Norseman either.
We just saw Miracle Dev cross the street, trying to get a shot on him. Nothing connects.
Beyond Infinity stands up. Norseman knows now he's pinched between two members of Marsoc and down.
Huh, well that's not good.
Seems like Norseman must have... Those plants. He's tried to move into the port. Wow, 2v3 against Glow.
Yeah. They're hanging in there.
Okay, they have Phoenix has officially called their timeout. They have 15 minutes. They are getting Stratham into the game as a player.
Win.
They have a 15-minute timeout, and they are going to be using it.
So they're going to rehost or not?
I thought they might rehost things at Darcy except the lobby's bug, but...
Maybe they just went out and went back in. I don't know.
So we got a little bit of time to wait, my friends.
It appears like the objectives are mirroring now. It's a red card.
We'll try to get that so there's not as much lag as we watch.
So maybe it just had issues the first 2-3 rounds.
Yeah, I don't got the answers for you on that one. Taking a look at the scores, Arsenic, the newest member of Global. Good though. This is nice. They've taken 3 points so far. I mean, shoot, man. If you can win, if you can get this here, to be tied 3-3 on a map with Globo is real nice.
Yeah, that's certainly a little badge of pride to be wearing. Going 3-3 against Globo.
This is having a problem loading for some reason.
They're a steam. They have the ESL. They're the first ESL tournament winners. You know, Miracle Dev takes up the same position as Pants and might be able to catch some aggression coming out of these guys early. He's not looking over.
Oh dear, Nate, wash his head, throw from a teammate, lands on top of the bush, just on the hitbox and takes him down.
That should speed it up.
That is seriously unlucky.
One going down from going on the backside, two going down. Who is that over there? Beyond grabbing two. Miracle Dev still has this spot held, and he's going to wait until someone pushes out.
he was in such a good position to take down pads. If not for that Beyond Infinity's nade landing on top of the bush, I've never seen quite so unfortunate of a throw before. And Thunder is going to get that press off the last thing.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Beyond's going to peek it slightly. Arsenic punishes him there. Back over to Miracle Dev grabbing one. Should alert Raphael to his location and he backs out. That's a nice move. You never really want to stay in a spot after shooting rounds.
Yeah, you always want to keep moving, especially against the Globo cam. If you stay where you're going to be sitting for the entire game, it's going to be a bad sign.
They can just get a res on rushers, it'd be nice, but he is... I don't know, they could send someone over there.
Maybe with some smokes covering that playground entrances, they might be able to push and get that press off. Or just go the long way around.
I think this is a good move from Globo, amassing your 3 members over here, pushing over on this west side. All you have really is Defilade holding this angle. But it ain't gonna be no easy feat for Globochem.
Well, they are going to be smoking and trying to smoke up the street, I imagine, and just waltz across, but definitely it's going to be an issue. That nade was so close.
That's a nice move. I like that. You go over by Humvee, you get the angle to toss the nade in front of that porch, and hope you get the trade there. Good move. Something to keep in your mind there, strategy-wise.
Yeah, it seems like Rush Z over in Playground has bled out now. No res is available.
Trying to do a 3v3. I think these guys are going to be pretty wary of Defilade's position when they cross.
Yeah, they're pretty sure there's going to be someone there. I imagine Thunder's going to pre-fire the second he gets across this corner.
Oh, Defilade peeking on Raph, doesn't get it. They know 2 are here now, though. Let's see if a Miracle Dev can do anything across the way. Q4Q picking up 1. No, he doesn't, actually.
I think he did manage to, never mind, that's just Arsenic being damaged already.
Miracle Dev doing a little bit of a flank, might run into someone here.
Of course it pauses right there. We were doing so well. Oh well. Okay guys, yep, they still have 15 minutes. Well, I mean, they have less than 15 minutes now for their first timeout. They will be unable to use their second timeout. So there at least has to be a round played in between, which means that they have to play around, possibly down a person. They might have to play with just 4. Or they might be able to get another sub in. But if that's not the case, they're going to have to continue playing after the 15-minute time allotted. So that's not good. That's not a situation you do want to be in, so we are going to keep on going. And I will have you stay tuned until we keep going. Hopefully you keep enjoying this gameplay from Stone Cold Killers and Globo. It's frozen though.
Didn't shoot.
There is a bush. Looks like there was a bush from his current position, so he's actually safe.
Yeah, you're right.
If Fraff stands up, Miracle's going to catch him and take him down.
What's 4Q's angle? He's not really watching over there. Once the shots ring out, he should pop his head up, though. Miracle goes down.
But he does have a real nice vision on Raphael and soon-to-be Thunder's position here from the porch. He's going to be giving out info all day long for 4Q to just hopefully capitalize on.
Yeah, or 4Q is going to get flanked by Thunder. The right move would be to drop all the way around and get behind him.
Yeah, I'm feeling he's going to stay on the black car though, keeping comms with Miracle, and just hunker down and wait for them to push. Keep an eye on his backside.
37 seconds left. Time is going to become an issue here.
that far, it could have been a bad idea.
20,
Giving away his position.
25 seconds left. He actually is holding this corner nicely. Gets Thunder, denies that. Now Raph only has 20 seconds left. He has to run. He has to sprint. 4Q shouldn't peek. Don't peek, 4Q. Gets Raph, and now it's tied up 3-3.
4Q happy. Celebrating, dancing just in the street. Seems that Glover's can take the same positions as previously.
So that is Rusher's position notified from Pan. More suppressive shots from Raph not landing.
Might have been pre-fire shots over towards Deflate. It felt like they were. Hitting towards the playground from Burning Building doorway. Center doorway rather.
Yeah, Rushers is diligently watching this. I thought that was a nade inside the window for a second.
That would be pretty sweet to see if it was. I don't think I've ever seen a nade successfully go through that. Ever.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what it takes to get it in there, but it's hard to say.
I'm feeling good at paid damn pay. Serious enough.
That's where the microtransactions come into play in this game. Finally figured it out.
Transparent window frames. Penetrable defenses.
Okay, guys, we are loading in right now.
That's it.
If you want to watch the rest of that, you're going to have to wait, because...
I like the tenseness of this match. Stone Cold really taking their time to see if they can grab anything through these bushes.
I'm gonna expect a nade over towards.
So with that, now we're loading into the room.
Relatively soon.
As much as we love Buxton and Nightfire and that cast, bye. It was fun, guys. And with that being said, guys, we are loading back into the room. It's going to be an amazing show as they have re-hosted. Now, on this side, it will be Phoenix, and on the other side, oh, what's that? Danglers. So, now that is going to be a change of position. That is going to be a change of time, but that's okay. We'll see what's happening here. So, everyone seems to be in the room, and it looks like we are going to start. And then, anytime now. Anytime now. Here we go. Nintendo get a couple of shots out. Seems to have spotted Gibbs on the other side. The tough part about this objective is there are a lot of different angles that you are able to cap on. But it looks like Danglers are having a pretty strong defensive point right there. That's going to be fairly hard to break. This is... whoopsie. There we go. And so far, 2 of the Phoenix members have been down, and Danglers also control the roof. Now, the hardest part about controlling the roof is now they're going to have a very strong strategic position and be able to look clear across the map and see when they start to press, especially trying to come across that road right there. That's going to be a very hard roadblock to get through. Rival man shooting from the roof. Gibbs, even after receiving that fire, he's still deciding to move up. That's kind of surprising right there, especially since that chain link fence doesn't seem to cover enough, but he's trying to get a couple of shots off on him. If he's not careful, though, Nintendo will be able to peek around the corner and possibly take him out. Nintendo seems to be peeking around the corner. Gibbs taken out. Now they are down to 2 left. Mano takes out Nintendo, crawling through the map. Let Stumpy know right where he's at. Stumpy coming around the corner and takes out Malchiato. Last man standing. And not anymore, he's dead. And with that said, Danglers now move up. And that is another point for Danglers. I believe that makes them 2-0 right now, since the scoreboard is broken. But Stumpy now putting in some work there, getting 3 kills and 0 deaths. Not bad at all. Those are some pretty good numbers. But Phoenix right now, they've been struggling this whole time, trying to get some points scored. They weren't able, they had to time out, and that was to get Officer Stratum in, but it doesn't look like he managed to make it in, so they were playing on anyway. Now 2-0. Danglers up. For those of you who might just be tuning in, which if you are, how could you? I've been streaming for an hour and a half. But if you are just now tuning in, it is a... So, that was Sleepy reminding me of the score of it being 2-0. Thanks for the reminder. And with that, luckily now... Sleepy also said that this could be game point. They're probably going for the plant, and if they do manage to get 2 points. So let's see what they can do. You know they're planning for the cap.
I'm 3-2-1, 44, 19, 3-2-1,
3-2-1.
44, 19, 4-4-1-9.
Who's that? Nintendo?
Nintendo, yeah.
Rooftop, right?
4-1-9, 3-2-1, 4-4-1-9, 3-2-1, 4-4-1-9, 3-2-1, 4-4-1-9.
Yeah, they are really trying to go for the cap right now. If they can get the cap, they can easily shut out Phoenix again on another map. Fire already coming out. So far, 1 taken out on the Dangler side. Everyone's still up on Phoenix. Wow, Phoenix playing extremely aggressive, moving up already to the burning building. They know where he's at. Stumpy's going to be throwing a grenade out from the looks of it. Yep, cooking it and tossing it. Barely off its mark, though. Mano still up. Rival Man can see Mano. He's trying to... maybe? Nope. Uh-oh. Mano's in trouble. He needs to get back into cover and quick before Stumpy takes him out. Oh, Mano takes out Stumpy. Is he going to get Rival Man? He knows where Rival Man is from the shots, but is unable to connect those shots. Rival Man takes him out, but losing Stumpy Nub is a big blow. Ooh, a beautiful shot coming on top of the roof. They have a good position now. Objective is wide open. They have one at the plane engine, but that's about as close as they're going to get. Rival Man will have a chance to be able to run up. He's got to worry about Malcriado, but Malcriado can only see the objective so much. If he gets on the other side of this wall, he'll be able to plant, and that will be game point and match. Oh, and unfortunately, dead. Unable to take it. Here they go. They're going for the cross. They have to be a little bit careful. There's still one watching in hotel. They do know where Malcriado is now, so they can use that knowledge to their advantage and try to get into a position where they can cap without being seen, which you can on the other side of this wall right here. Executioner's memorizing the code. He's moving in. Oh, I'm surprised he's actually going here too, where his teammate's actually dead too. Malcriado seems to be missing. Beluga taken out. Danglers won. They failed to defend the uplink. That is a point from Executioner. That moves them up. Now 3. Well, now... Is that it? They said it was 2, so that should be it. So that should be it. Yeah, that will be 4-0. Phoenix, unfortunately, losing it again and closing out the game and the cast. So, guys, thank you so much for being here, and we will be sending you out. Hopefully you enjoyed this broadcast. Again, Danglers freaking killing it, and now moving up 2-0. So it'll be really interesting to find out where their MMR ends up going. So, with that being said, though, watch out for them. Phoenix, though, fought hard, did well, and now we get to see how they do otherwise. It's going to be a very exciting season, guys. Stay tuned.